Take 10 with Shane and Michelle. HHN fans activate.
Well, hey, everybody. It's Take 10 with Shane and Michelle. And we are here. It's spooky time, Shane. And what
I know. I got my glass out. Look, I'm ready.
What are we talking about?
Halloween Horror Nights.
Woo! What number, guys?
33.
33.
Yes. HHN 33. I think this group looks oddly familiar from HHN 32. The gang is back together. The announcements have been made. The excitement is building, and we are here to talk about it just, 4 short weeks before this gang rolls into Orlando. But Jack, when does it start?
Starts August 30th this year.
August 30th. And for everybody on here, we are recording the evening of August 8th. So that is 3 short weeks until HHN 33. Talk about it. What are we excited about? What are you looking forward to this year?
Yeah. Let's talk about the houses. Okay. So you guys know what the houses are, don't you?
Yes, they're doing A Quiet Place.
I think just came what's that about?
Like the movie ones are A Quiet Place, Ghostbusters,
and Frozen Empire. Have you guys seen that movie?
I started it. It was on Netflix.
I started. I didn't Ghostbusters. It's good. I watched it on the airplane, Michelle.
Oh, cool! Yeah, great. I love watching movies before we go. Yeah.
I have seen the other two.
Has anybody seen the Indigenous, the Further?
Insidious. I've seen the first one. Yeah, I've seen the first Insidious.
Yeah. That was my first HHN house ever, remember?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was. The Insidious was the first house we ever, my mom, me, and my brother, that we ever did at Halloween Horror Nights. I remember. That's so
That was at HHN 25, right?
Yeah, no, I was like this the whole time.
So it's an older movie then?
No, this is the newest Insidious movie.
This isn't,
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which is really good.
And then
it's out in like the 2000s or something, I think.
Monsters Eternal Bloodlines. Is that a movie?
No, but the Universal Monster Houses have been really good.
Yeah,
like the last 2 years,
they've been incredible.
It's the only one Shane missed last year, and it was the best one.
It was so good.
It was so good. We're gonna get it this year. Yeah.
Monstrous, The Monsters of Latin America.
Ooh, that'll be good.
Then this one I'm really excited for because it's a sequel to my favorite house ever, Slaughter Cinema 2. Do you remember that one, Jack?
Yeah.
It was really good. I love the ones that are like scary but funny.
Mm-hmm.
And that one it's like you're in like a movie theater and it's like a bunch of like really cheesy horror movies, but it was pretty scary.
I think I remember that. That was a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah. Because remember the thing like came out of the arcade machine at one point. It got me really good. And then the museum Deadly Exhibits.
I like those types. I think that one's pretty cool. Cedar Point always had one that was kind of like that too. So, and then Michelle, I'm sure this is gonna be my favorite. The Major Sweet Candy Factory.
Oh, you'll be all over that one, Shane. That's gonna be great.
That scare zone they had last year, like the candy. I don't know if it's gonna be like a sequel to that, maybe.
They say they've got a killer sweet tooth.
Yeah, will be the kill, I'm sure, as we go through that.
Maybe they did that one because the Wonka movie came out.
Oh, hey, plug for the Wonka movie review.
Yeah.
We did that.
Absolutely. That's a good movie. And then Goblin's Feast. I think that's supposed to be a medieval one, possibly. I don't know. And then what is Triplets of Terror? What is that one?
That looks pretty good.
It says it's a birthday party. I don't know. Twins, no offense, Brandon. Identical twins in like haunted houses. They really like freak me out.
Yeah.
They just scare me. I don't know why.
You got the shiny.
Brandon's a twin. That's why I said no offense.
Yeah.
No offense taken.
No offense taken.
Yeah. Kids are always creepy. Like any house that like has to do with kids is like, I don't know. They're always creepy.
Has anybody seen The Quiet Place?
I saw
Yeah,
the
I
first
have.
one. I saw
You
it
have,
with my
okay.
grandpa in the movie theater.
Are they
It's
pretty
really
good?
good?
It's gonna be interesting how they do that house though, because like
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
have to be
The
quiet.
monster's so huge.
I think that'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
Oh, quiet. You have to be quiet.
Like,
Oh, that'll be a
scares will probably
that'll be a
That'll be
stretch.
interesting.
probably be
I
more
think
quiet
that
than
because
that.
the monsters in the movie are
Yeah.
like they're really cool and they are really big. So I wonder if they'll. I always wonder like if they're gonna do
Like puppets.
scare
and-
actors for
yeah.
things or like
like the
puppets
animatronic
because
thing.
they do some really
Mhm.
intricate puppets sometimes. Except for the Chucky house last
Yeah,
year.
Chucky was
How many
underwhelming.
houses
Weird.
total? 10 houses?
10
Mm.
houses. Yep.
Four,
And
four IP houses and 6 original?
three IP.
Three,
3
yeah.
IP. Okay. I do enjoy the original. I will be honest.
Yeah.
I think that
Oh,
they're
yeah, they're
really,
so good.
really creative. Because here's the thing with the IPs. And I went into The Last of Us, Megan. I know you're a huge huge fan. Because then you have certain expectations of what the house is going to be like if you already know either the series,
Generally,
the movie.
Yeah.
But when they do the originals, Shane and I
we
mean,
don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
we had some great reaction to some of the original houses last year. You have no idea what they're going to pull off. So
I think the
Right.
IP ones can be fun if you really like the. I always thought the Stranger Things ones were fun.
they're well done. I mean,
They're
I
good.
think the
thought
IP
they're
ones
well done.
for me they're more fun because I don't know.
And then they did
They're just
Walking
not,
Dead.
yeah,
like,
they're not
10
very
years in a
scary,
row.
especially if you've seen the movie. But
Yeah.
it's
What was
cool
that,
to kind of
Jack?
see how they
Yeah.
interpret stuff.
And they did like The Walking Dead for like 10 years in a row.
yeah,
Because it was like
sometimes they get a little stale.
Yeah.
Speaking of stale, I want to throw out something, get your reaction. The show.
I always love it. I love
it's
it.
Okay,
called
but
The Nightmare is this year's The Nightmare Fuel Nocturnal Circus.
What
Nocturnal
was it
Circus.
last year?
I don't know.
It was like
Nightmare
the
Fuel.
Nightmare
something.
Fuel.
It was like
Something, yeah.
Hellfire last year, I think.
I mean, don't get me wrong. First of all, it was hotter than Hades in that darn.
Yeah.
We were
Theater
up very
last year.
close.
They were in the
too.
front row pretty much.
Packed
Yeah,
in,
we
they
were
got
in
all
the
that
front row.
fire.
At all.
You guys were the last one in, but then you got a front row. Remember?
Yeah, I remember watching them walk
Uh-huh.
down there like rock stars.
Yeah. It says step right up to a dark circus.
I wish they would do multiple shows like the first year we went, like when they did the Bill and Ted and then
Yes.
they did
Little
another
variety.
show. I wish there was more options for shows. And they used to do like Rocky Horror Picture Show, like they would sing the songs from that. I wish they did more than just one show. That's my gripe about that.
Yeah.
And I think that's fair.
Well, so let's talk about. So there are 5 sinister scare zones. Do we know what they are?
Ooh. Yeah, what are they?
Let's hear it.
So I've never heard of this, but who is the Blumhouse?
It's a movie
Well, they had a
production
house.
company.
Production, yeah.
They make
Yeah.
a lot of the movies that they make the houses about. That's who makes it.
Okay. Duality of Fear.
Beer?
I don't know. It looks like 2 like
Beer?
I don't
Like
know.
beer that you drink? Is that what you said?
Fear.
fear.
What was the
As
first
in-
word?
Duality.
Duality.
Like dual, like
Duality.
Duality.
It says as soon as you enter the gates of Halloween Horror Nights, you
Hi,
must
Brandon.
choose a path.
Lost Word.
Follow the sinister, or the visual horror, or a surreal incarnation of unearthly terror. I don't know.
It's a lot of big words, Shane.
It is a lot of big words. Yeah. Demon Queens.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Demon Queens. Swamp of the Undead.
I'm excited for that one.
Backwaters, Louisiana.
Like
Oh,
zombies.
this is why I thought maybe medieval. Torture Fair, I think is the medieval torture.
Is it fair? FAIRE?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Someone
Okay.
come all.
Medieval
Yes,
torture.
that is
I kind of
correct.
Where-
miss when they used to do like the decade scare zone. Like, remember they kept doing that? It was
Where's
like
the Vamp 55 and the Vamp 85 and all
yeah,
of
they don't have
that?
that.
There
this
is
year.
not.
Those were
That is
always,
not on there.
I'm sure they'll
remember
do
the
like
80s one? That one
probably
was
do like
so
a
much
90s one or
fun.
two,
Those
like
were
that.
always fun. I wish they would have done one of those this year.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
it sounds, I mean, the scare zones, I don't know what the vibe is in the HHN community on social. If people think this is going to be a great year, if they think it's going to be an okay year. Have you guys looked at anything? Jack, you're always have your finger on the pulse of what's going on in the spooky world.
I mean, yeah, it's usually mixed. Like some people are really excited for it, and then some are like, they could have done better. I mean, I think it's gonna be really good
We
this
are
year.
always excited regardless. I
Yeah.
think as
Yeah,
a group,
for us,
like
doesn't
we're
change.
always excited. We're never like, oh, I don't really want to go
Darn.
this year, but
Well, let's talk about, because people are watching this, and we will promote this as tips and tricks. We've all gone several years, variety of times here. Number one tip, I'll throw out a tip, and then you guys can throw out tips. Stay on property. If you are going to HHN for multiple nights, even one night, but we are going for multiple nights, book a Universal hotel. And they have different categories of hotels, right? They have their premium deluxe hotels. That's your Hard Rock Cafe, your Portofino Bay. I can't remember what the third one is, Royal Pacific. And we have stayed at those before. But that's always when we had somebody working there at Universal. And then there's the more of the moderate / value, and that's things like Sapphire Falls and Cabana Bay. And if you guys recall, where are we staying this year?
Cabana Bay.
Cabana Bay again. And we stayed there last year. And why do we like Cabana Bay as our choice for HHN?
Because they do that pop up there, right? That
they do
They
the pop up
do.
there. I feel like it's a nice,
the
it's
bar
a
Very
is
nice
nice in
hotel.
general.
they got a
I
nice
love the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a really
A
nice
little
pool
bar
there.
there in the lobby.
Just another tip is don't feel like you have to do a bunch during the day before HHN, because we've gotten the mistake of doing that. We'll like go and do like a bunch of stuff, and then it's time for HHN, and we are all like cranky because we're just
Tired,
like
yeah.
tired. We're
Well,
just
that's why
tired.
you find a hotel that's got a good pool, good environment. We
HHN
can
goes late. I mean, it goes to like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
2
Yeah.
a.m.
Yeah,
And you guys know how I get after midnight.
yeah.
Cabana Bay, for anyone looking now, I don't know, right now the occupancy, we are always like the early bird special. We're always thinking about
It's
it.
a really big hotel.
Yeah, 9
Yeah.
months out, we decided to go ahead with 2 rooms this year, so we're not all crammed in. And have they made any announcement of the pop-up experience? Because plug for last year, Shane and I, who was the star of the pop-up last year, Shane?
Chucky. That little, oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He better not have anything to do with HHN.
It'll
No.
probably be Ghostbusters.
Okay,
Could
I'm
be.
good with that.
But
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
heard-
they go for whatever. I don't know. Maybe not.
I've heard Beetlejuice being advertised a lot because
Yeah,
the
but there's
movie's
no
coming out.
There's no Beetlejuice house. They usually do.
No,
They
there
do the
isn't.
pop up for like whatever. If there's.
I
a
was
house
shocked at
sometimes.
that. I was shocked that
Well, the movie
they
hasn't come. It hasn't come out yet. That's why they
Okay,
didn't do it.
okay. All right. Let's talk about tickets. So we typically purchase, and I think everybody here's purchased, right? We all purchased already. We got Shane, you're gonna have to purchase. We purchased, Jack, I'm not gonna include you for a minute because you're our Orlando bound, you live there. Something called Rush of Fear. And Rush of Fear is a multi-night ticket. I believe it's the first 17 nights of the event. And Jack talked about when it started. That gets you it's a really good value. It's $179. We're going to use
deal.
It's a really good deal if you plan to go more than, I would say if you go 2 nights or more, get the Rush of Fear. Now, it's only good in September. When you go into the October, they do not offer that. So
Yeah,
that
a
is
single ticket is $82.99.
it's a no-brainer. Rush of Fear,
Yeah.
100%. Jack, you get something called
I get the ultimate of frequent fear. It gets you in every single night. I just get it so that way I can go whenever I want, since I work 5 days a week, usually most of the event. So sometimes I just want to hop over there for a couple hours, do like my favorite house or two. Then,
Yeah.
That's $399.99.
You got a little bit of a discount being an annual pass holder or annual pass, right?
10% discount, I think.
Okay, so you got a little bit of a discount. Okay.
Yes.
And you can add Express Pass to those, but it's like
It was already
jumps up
sold
a
out.
lot if you
Yeah,
do
they had to get
that.
sold
And if
out
you
the
go
first
more
day.
than one night, you don't need to
Yeah.
get
Jack
an
is
Express
correct.
Pass.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Express sold out. It's
Oh, did it?
expensive, and they're gone.
Yeah, the express pass is $149.99. Now they do have something new. I think Jack kind of talked about it there at a little bit at the beginning this year. It's one night only, August 29th. Enjoy a limited capacity event with haunted houses, staggered entry by group, all you care to enjoy event food, unlimited non-alcoholic beverages,
Yeah,
free
we're out.
self-parking, and more for $350 for the one night.
Yeah, I'm sure all the influencers are going to be there that night, so that's probably going to be.
Well, Shane and I are influencers, and we're not there. Shane, what we will
You
do
could've
is
gone.
we'll watch and see, and we always have next year to take a look and see if that's worth it. I'll be curious
Yeah,
to
but
see
you'll
the
have a
value.
press pass next year. You won't have to pay.
Oh yeah, they'll be calling us up with the press pass.
You never know.
You'll have a tour guide with you. And
Oh yeah, for
Just
sure.
reach out. Just reach out. Good stuff.
There's also something called the Halloween Horror Nights RIP tour, where you get a guided VIP tour of the event.
We always see those people walking around.
Yeah, I wonder if they actually get you. That one is $369.99.
You go through Express on that one.
I was gonna say.
Now Jack wants to do something, and he didn't have anyone bite on it, but I told him I might. Or Jack, maybe you can find your other peeps. What's it called that you were looking to do?
It's called the Unmasking the Horror Tours. It's basically like a lights on walkthrough of like the haunted houses. They do it like during the day, and you can like see like all the details you wouldn't normally get to see when you're walking through it when it's in like show conditions. And you can do like, I think you do like 4 houses or like 8 houses. You can pick like different like types of tours to do.
I think it was I looked online just to check it out. It was 3 or 6.
Yeah, 3 or 6.
3 or 6 houses. So that's something
I do it. I've done it the past like 4 years.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I'd love to see that. Well, we'll have to look and just see if the dates, if that works out for anybody to do. Other thing that I wanted to talk about is we like to people, and I've seen comments on social media. What do you wear? People are always like, do we put costumes on? Do we dress up? Do we horror ourselves out or whatever? We'll talk about what you guys like to do. And I didn't mean whore yourselves out.
There we go. This video's going right straight.
There we go. We lost her.
Discretion is advised.
Some people do wear some interesting stuff there.
I never said we were PG here, guys. Okay.
Okay. I love to dress up, but keep in mind, obviously it's Orlando. It's very hot. It's very hot. And you're walking a lot. My mom can attest. I'm very guilty of wearing shoes that look cute. And then by the middle of the night, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, why did I wear it? I'm like dying. So
yeah,
I don't know. I like to dress up like themes from the scare zones or the houses.
You did really cute. I'll put in some pictures here. You guys can see last year. We did a couple of things, this group. One night we did Stranger Things.
Yep.
So we picked a house and we all had a character, got some really great pictures. One night, Katie, it was 70s night. So you guys had super cute outfits for the 70s. Shane and I, and then our demographic, I've had some other women that have reached out. They've seen Shane and I, our videos, and they want to know where we've gotten our dresses. And we get, and I'll put a picture of Shane and I in our dresses here and a link below, provided they still have them. We get them at Amazon. And you can put in, and it's all about, you want to have a cute little theme, but you want to be comfortable and cool because it does get warm. So we'll wear some dresses. They do have merchandise. I'm wearing a Horror Nights shirt that I love. Talk about the merchandise. Everybody seems to pick up merch in this group, right? You guys like the merchandise?
Oh, yeah. Yes, this is merchandise from it.
Oh, oh my gosh, yes, the fan. That was
and then
this year.
we use those a lot. Like it was very
they have them get them.
When you're standing in those lines for haunted houses, you're all squished against all those people. So
bring a little portable fan if you have one.
Yeah.
Must.
Yeah. Okay. So merch, there's all kinds of t-shirts. You guys, before we got started, we talked about teeing up something called the Tribute Store. And last year, and plug for Shane's footage, Shane did an excellent job covering the Tribute Store last year. What do we like about the Tribute Store? And what is it? Tell people what it is.
The theming's always fun. It's where they'll have like all the merchandise in one place, basically. Because I've noticed you can get the stuff at other places, but this is like a big store and it's all together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's always as a theme. I'm trying to think of what it was
like a
last
comic
year.
book theme last year.
Oh, it was so good last year.
It was really good. Yeah.
Yeah. And they had a lot of variety of merchandise. I mean, Chucky was everywhere, unfortunately.
Remember the Dark Ride theme? That was cool.
What, Jack?
They did like the Dark Ride theme, I think, the year before.
Okay.
And one thing I like about HHN, what they do with the merch, they do stuff in like different aesthetics. Like it's not to talk about Disney, but that's the one thing I don't like about Disney events is they'll make merchandise and it all looks the same. What I like about HHN is like they'll have like a Chucky, like last year there was like a Chucky themed shirt or like a comic book style one. So that's always nice.
Think for like any kind of person.
Yeah, that makes sense. What I was saying. There's just like so many different.
Sure.
That's what I love about all their merch.
And one of the reasons that we like, just besides that we love it, the reason we go for multiple nights is we don't feel like we have to get all of the houses in one night. Yep. We can do.
You can. Shane did. You can do it. Shane did
pretty
it.
Close. Yes. And what's that?
You got to like have the endurance to do everything.
You do. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah. And, that was the only way we could do it last year was get it in one night.
Yeah.
But we did miss the one house. But the year before, we did get them all done in one night.
I remember it was rainy that year.
It was that's what I was going to say. It wasn't perfect weather. And so a lot of people, I think, ducked out. And so we just stuck it out and we got through.
HHN is also not that bad in the rain. I don't think it is. Because all the houses are inside. The only thing is you might not be able to ride the rides because some of the rides are open during HHN, but just put on a poncho and it's fine.
You'll be all right.
Well, and it is Florida. So everybody, please remember to bring an umbrella and a poncho and wear comfortable shoes that I typically bring a pair of tennis shoes or whatever in case one pair gets wet. But I'll typically wear a leather pair if I think it's going to rain. That way your feet doesn't get sopping wet. So come prepared for, in your outfits or decor or whatever you're going to wear.
I'll tell you one thing that, unfortunately it went south. Remember the first years they had the scare actor dining?
Yeah. That was fun.
What?
It was fun. It was fun when they had it at Monsters Cafe.
It was so good at Monsters Cafe. The food was good. The theming was good. And then it just went to hell in a handbasket. If they never bring that back, I won't care.
I haven't.
There's no icon. There's not really an icon anymore.
No.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about it, but I've seen a couple of food things, and I've seen online where they are starting to make the booths, like the medieval booth is up that looks like a drawbridge, and there's a couple of booths, but one of them is a poison apple. Of course, I go for the sweets. The majorly sweet dessert is worth killing for with the caramel mousse on the side, chunks of granny apple on the inside, garnished with chocolate cookie crumbs. Woo! Yeah,
I will tell people when you order food from the booths, it's pretty small. Like it's like a small portion. So there are restaurants that are open if you're like really hungry. We like to just go.
But what do we typically? What we'll do is. A lot of times we will have a bite to eat. We'll grab a dinner before we go in because we'll pick a place either at City Walk or at one of the hotels. We haven't picked our places this year, guys. Brandon, your birthday weekend again. So we're going to have to pick a dinner. But they do have restaurants inside as well. But sometimes it's just nice to take the edge off before you go in for the night. Shane knows that
have long lines too. Sometimes some of those
they do.
And
once we see, and Shane, I don't know if there was any other food. I'll go back to you in a second, but I do want to make a comment about food. All I wanted last year was that pumpkin
gonna bring that up.
No, I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up.
They didn't make enough of it.
I tried every night.
It sold out very quick
to get it.
And remember, we thought it was crazy, but remember to ask about the cup, because you bought the cup and it was like a cheap drink. And then we were like, really? That's all it costs to fill it back up with an alcohol drink? Remember, it was crazy. So make
you just
sure
bring it back each night and they'll fill it up for you.
Yeah. So if you're going multiple nights like you guys, it's well worth possibly getting one of those cups to do that. But they are advertising 2 other food things on here. There's pizza fries, Halloween Horror Nights
every
pizza
year
fries. And then the other thing it's a vegan thing, but it looks really good. It's a heartbeat tostada. It's a vegan and gluten-free tostada with ground beets and a heart of hummus and vegan goat cheese.
You had me until you said beets.
I also recommend to people. I think the Coke Freestyle cups are I really think they're worth it.
Oh yeah.
You can buy it for multiple nights, and you can I buy one every year. I buy one every year because they have a different design on them every year.
Oh, it's a nice souvenir too, for sure.
But you can fill it up with soda every 15 minutes, I think. And it's just good for water too.
Right.
I think too much alcohol at these events. They need to drink more water.
You just have to pay for to like reactivate it, and then it's good.
You can reactivate. There is so much more we could talk about. I know that that we're looking forward to it. The countdown's on. Jack, are you going to go before we all arrive in Orlando?
Yeah. August 30th.
Yeah, I would use that. I'd use that Frequent Fear Ultimate Fear ticket for sure. Let's talk about, as we kind of wrap up here, the thing we're most excited about this year's HHN. What are we looking forward to? Anything?
Probably for me, at least, I'd say the Insidious house. I'm excited to see what they do with it. I really liked the movie, so I'm very excited to see where they go creatively with it.
I think we picked house number 1 that we're going to go to, Insidious. What else?
The Universal Monsters house again.
Okay. Yeah. I want to see if it tops last year. Yeah.
I'm always excited for the theming because I love to take pictures. Yeah. So I like to take pictures of people there's a lot of cool like photo ops. It's really, I will tell you, if you've ever been, it's very hard to get pictures with the scare actors. They're probably told to not take many pictures. It's hard to get them to stop.
Yeah.
To be like, and you can't take pictures in the houses. That's a big no-no.
Right. Hopefully there's no chainsaws this year. That always gets me. There will be, but I don't want to act like there won't.
I'll be in that Bayou one, I'm sure.
Shane, what about you? What are you looking forward to? This is year 3 for you, I believe.
3 or 4, yeah.
3 or 4, okay.
So I have seen the Ghostbusters movie, and it's really good.
Okay.
So I really,
the one with Paul Rudd, right?
Yeah, it's the new one. It's the new one that's out. No, it's the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd yes. I forget who else. I know he's in it.
Yeah, I saw that. I haven't seen it, but I saw a little write up on it. Yeah, I think that'll be well done, and I think it'll just be relatable to people. Everybody knows Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if the car will drive around. That'd be fun if the car drove around the street.
Oh yeah. What are you looking forward to?
I'm excited for that like Bayou scare zone because I really like that whole like haunted like New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay.
And A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be very interesting. See how they pull that off.
I don't know. I may have to watch that movie. I have not watched that movie, but I am not a big scary movie person. So.
It's more like I think it's more like jump scares.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
All right. Well, Shane, maybe we can squeeze it in, right? Hey, we sat through 3 hours of Lord of the Rings. Maybe we could watch Quiet Place. I'm just excited. There's no particular house. I'll kind of round this out here. There's no particular house that I'm looking forward to. To be honest, you guys reading them out is really now me kind of hearing about most of them for the first time. But I think I'm just looking forward to, it's the fun, it's the energy. And I have to tell you, you guys, if you ever consider, go with a group like we've been doing. It's so much fun to have a big group. And, you know, not everybody has to stay together all the time. Everyone's like, oh, in your groups, you guys like different things. You can split off, you can do different things, but it is fun to spend the time together. So it's a big event, right? I don't know about California's event. I know they have one at studios. I know they have one in Japan as well, a Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios in Japan.
Orlando's the OG though. That's where it all
Orlando's
started.
the OG. Great. Well, guys, we got our plane. Well, we don't need plane tickets, but the rest of you do. You got your plane tickets. We've got our hotel. We've got our tickets into the event. We still got to talk about our themed outfit. We can do that later. But I think, Shane, that's a wrap on HHN 33 preview.
It is.
Everybody like, comment, share, and most importantly, Shane, what?
Subscribe. And I'm just going to say the dates again, because selected nights, August 30th through November 3rd, gentlemen.
Ooh, they're going
so you
past
get some
Halloween.
extra time after Halloween.
I love it.
So again, it's August 30th through November 3rd, unless you pay the big bucks for August 29th. So
right. Shane, we'll be back in Orlando the weekend of November 3rd.
I know. I'm going to actually, for the first time, be in Orlando on Halloween this year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
I didn't know you guys were going up then.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, all right, guys, we'll make all of your quiet place and haunted houses magical.
Yes, make all those moments magical, spooky and beyond, guys. Take 10.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.